the day when the rhythm got released, Lord believe my notification was like, whoa. And it was at that moment, I knew it was real, you know?
Yeah.
So,
artists and musicians get a whole lot of credit for the song because they're at the face of it. But it's good every so often to check on the people that are really responsible for the music that we hear. The person adding the synths, the person arranging the drums, the person creating the melody. Now, who better to get for this episode than the rhythm god and quite possibly the most fit producer on the island. Dimitri.
what's good?
What's good with you, bro?
Bye here.
Thank you for pulling through.
You know it is,
It's
all yet cold, bad, but
Yeah.
I hear, you know.
Dope, man. Dope,
It's saying it's acting up too, but you know, yeah.
It's the season. But shall we get into it?
Yeah, for sure.
So Dimitri, the producer. Now, what was the moment in your life where the first interest came in producing music?
Well, when I you gonna laugh, but I used to actually do my little DJ mixing on SoundCloud only.
Oh.
And then I used to do like rap, dance, all different genres. And when I finally reached on rhythm, I had hear this rhythm, I can't remember exactly what rhythm it was, and I didn't like how it had sound, you know. It had an element, an area where you can have the kick gotta do something.
Okay.
So now I went and learned to produce, to create that rhythm, and then I was like, wow, all right, let's see how far this, and then start doing it, you know, start doing it for fun and thing, and then.
Wow.
Okay, so basically, and yeah, I started doing it for fun, and then people start hitting me up, artists, DJs, whatnot, and this became a business, and there you go, you know.
That's so dope.
I more believe that it's God's plan, because maybe if I had never listened to that one particular rhythm, it could have been any other rhythm that I wasn't vibing with, you know, that wasn't relevant to me, but it was that particular rhythm, and I was like, nah, I gotta recreate this, and you know, there you go, you know. So
out of something bothering you, you went through the whole process of learning how to.
There you go, because I kind of like a neat freak, you know, because truth be told, I love to clean. So it kind of the same thing. I see I ain't gonna call it a mess, you know, but I ain't like how it plays. I ain't like, you know, I had to go and do it back, clean it up, and there you go, fix it up. So it's still coming down to being a neat freak, you know.
Love that,
yeah,
love
for
that.
Sure.
Now, speaking of rhythm, this might be a little bit of a philosophical question, but if I were a tourist from America coming down to Sittin and I on Mullet Bay maybe, and I'd be like, geez, what's that sound, guys? Like rhythm, the genre of rhythm. Like, how would you describe rhythm when you gotta explain it to somebody that's not from here?
Well, to be honest, it's kind of hard. I'd mostly compare it to these EDM music, because rhythm and power, like rhythm, the kick, it's very straightforward. Yeah. Just like EDM music. You know? The only thing is that they're using more sophisticated, in quote, sounds, and then we using, you know, these raw Caribbean sounds, so that when you hear it on the speakers, it really gives you that kind of thump, you know. So I would say that is like the raw version of EDM music, just because of the thumpiness and the, you know, that kind of straight vibe. You could have a mosh pit with rhythm music and a mosh pit with EDM, you know. It's just the different instruments we using, you know. Right. So yeah, I would more tell them is an in your face type of vibe, you know. Yeah. So it's gonna be hard to explain, but yeah, I should be able to explain it to them.
Nah, dope. I find it awesome how you just explained it.
Yeah.
But so Dimitri, like on your SoundCloud, you know, like I feel like at least every rhythm blasting with like listens, views, like maybe like at least 5K a rhythm, right?
Yeah.
Now, what was the first time, or what was the beat for your first time that you realized like, oh, this is getting like popularity? Like people get who could know me because of this.
Well,
this beat. Do you remember?
Yeah, Make It Clap from DJ King Kimbe. You know,
shout out
because,
to DJ King Kimbe.
Yeah, big up yourself one time, you know, you're crazy fella, you know. Basically, he hit me up, like he want a rhythm and thing, and send it to him. No, we create the rhythm together. You know, it's been so long. We create the rhythm together, and tell me he was going the whole video for it. You know, we shoot it down on the wharf, on the dock shed, on the boardwalk and thing. And the day when the rhythm got released, Lord believe my notification was like, whoa. And it was at that moment, I knew it was real, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah. I take it to a whole other level, and I was just surprised with all the love I was seeing, and everywhere, wow, this rhythm, this, this rhythm, that. The mixture by it, I'm like, wow. And yeah, it really opened my eyes, and it gave me more motivation than I actually thought I had, you know? Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah, man.
And speaking of King Kimbe, like who are some of the other local artists that you like to work with? Because me personally, like I found out about you through your productions with Roma. Yeah, because I heard the little Dimitri like thing.
Yeah, I'll make sure to put my tag in the beginning of that, so you
absolutely,
know.
that's like mandatory.
You know.
But that's what I really like who is this Dimitri fella? And then like I went into your work and I was like, oh, this man responsible for a whole lot of stuff.
Sometimes I'd be sitting back and I'd be surprised myself at the stuff I be doing, because I do it with so much love that, let's say for instance I have 10 projects for the day. I want to get it done. I'm going to attack this one there, close the project, attack, but I'll put in 100% of my work in it, you know? Attack another one, but tomorrow now when I listen to it, it's going to be like, whoa, did I make that? But in the moment when I'm in this flow state, I just create it, you know? And unless I go back to it, when I open it, it's going to be new to me, you know?
Word.
And I actually love it, because you know how something like when it gets too stale to you, you know, you ain't gonna get no more motivation. So the fact that when I open it the second time, it's actually new to me, you know, I can put in more work instead of it, you know, if I gotta edit it or whatever the case may be, you know.
I feel you.
Yeah, so I like to keep that way of working, you know, because whenever something gets stale, many times I've been in the studio where I creating this beat, and because I gotta be looping it over and over and over, the thing actually gets stale to me. You know, and that's normal, that's human nature, right? So I try to stay away from that when it comes to creating music or just creation, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Are there any other local or international artists in particular that you aspire to work with?
Local artists who haven't I worked with, like not really saying we release something together, but we probably had a little project together where I back him up, for instance. I had many artists where I never produced for them, but I backed them up, you know, as a DJ and whatnot.
Yeah.
And international wise, I want to work with Drake. You know, like for real. I think if when I work with Drake, I could sit back and I ain't gonna stop making music. But that's gonna be a huge milestone there, to be honest. You know, it has nothing to do with rhythm, but it has a lot to do with my goals. You know. Yeah. To be honest,
And what is the process for Dimitri in particular to start making a beat? Is there like a certain thing you always start with, or is it?
To be honest, there's not like I made so much. There are many routines, but there is like I don't have a routine that I just stick to.
Yeah.
Because many times I had a rough day. I have a studio session tonight, but I had to create this beat fast in order to show them a little skeleton in the studio, and then maybe we gonna happen to make it on the spot, or I gonna happen to hear a sample, or you know, it have many different ways to make music. But if you stick to one way, it can and cannot work, because you might be in a position where you wouldn't have, you know, that method that work. What's the word I'm looking for? The way, let's say for instance, you start off by scratch, and now you're gonna have to work with a sample now. You never work with a sample, so now you have to learn it. So you must have different, you know, different artillery in your arsenal. That's what you're looking for, you know. And you gotta be versatile. You can't stick to one way of working. You know, it's good and all, but I advise you to really have different ways of working and things. So you could always have a different approach to the project, you know. And that goes for making art, videos, for anything, as long as it's creation, anything, you know. So yeah.
Do you usually know when a record hits different than others?
Oh,
like
hell yeah. Excuse me,
yo.
French, but hell yeah. Like it'll just hit you like, whoa. You know, sometimes it'll be, you know, from the beat start, you're like, okay, no matter what the artist put on that, is a hit, you know? Or maybe from the artist that whoa, you know? So like you just feel it. You just feel it after a while and you just feel it, you know? To be honest, it's something that you just feel like, yeah man, that thing going to go far. I'm going like a perfect example, the Take Walk from RIDDIM. You know, from when I hear to I said, man, that gone. That was gone. Sometimes I tell me I even want to listen to the second verse. I don't, you know, the thing gone, you know? So exactly.
Oh man, that's funny.
And I mean, like, when they see me reacting like that, it'll give them more motivation because it show, like, just making the artist feel at home, and that's one thing I just really stay, like, it won't be interview on me, it'll be like a brother, and it's a vibe, like, the artist just feel like he at home, and that is exactly what I want the artist to feel. I don't want it to feel like, you're shy. No. If you're somebody who would react in a ridiculous way, no, go ahead. I ain't gonna judge you. Exactly. And I come from a life of working with kids too, so I understand how to let somebody express themselves and whatever the case may be, you know. And working with kids requires a lot of patience, you know. So thank God for me working with kids. You know, I had 3 years working with them, and right after that I went into music. So best believe that level of patience that I get with it. But trust me. What? Oh yeah, I had like almost 20 artists to play for Soca Rumble, and I love all of them, you know, but it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, and I would say because of the fact that I work with kids, you know, I was able to understand how to deal with the artists and understand that this one don't think like this, and you know, be able to approach them exactly how I should approach them, you know. And then that led to producing music even on a greater scale and being super freaking organized. But like the amount of work I've been having, that helped me become organized and things, because I didn't want to be in a position where, I have a whole heap of work on top of me and I gotta get this deadline, this. No. You know, you're gonna see me skipping out and going club because I gotta get this work done.
Dedication. Love that.
Trust me, and then the feeling that I get with hearing my music instead hearing the DJs playing it, man, you ain't have no better feeling than that. So I don't mind sacrifice, you know, fetting just to make music, you know.
Now, I wanted to move from one important pillar of your life to the next. And that, my boy, is fitness.
Oh yeah.
Right? You're the big fitness producer on Insta, and I was wondering, has that always been a part of your life, or is that something that...
To be honest, it has always been a part of my life, but I was doing it the wrong way. And the wrong way as in, I was a little chubby fella and whatnot, and I had a belly. I wanted to get the fat down and whatnot, but I used to be consuming a lot of sugar. But I didn't know that it was the sugar. You know, when you're growing up and when you're young and things in school, they're gonna tell you, sugar is bad and whatnot, but they don't really get into the detail and why it's bad.
Right.
After I went through 26 years of my life. I'm probably exaggerating, but 26 years of my life, just working out, playing basketball, and just seeing myself staying the same until last year I found this video explaining exactly what sugar does to you. I ain't gonna explain, so we're gonna probably need a different, show for that. But when I stopped the sugar for a whole week, I saw a little change, and then that's the motivation I needed to continue not consuming sugar for a whole month. Almost a month and a half. And then like I tell I just work out, I just go gym and whatnot while play ball too, so that speed up the process. You know, because you could actually lose weight by stopping the sugar and staying at home literally without working out. But with me working out and playing ball and whatnot, they just speed up the process to the point where people thought I had group well, you know, they harm me, you know. As soon as they see you, you get harmed or something. Yes, let's go there, no problem, okay? So, and to be honest, a healthy lifestyle is the best lifestyle, because then I cannot be going hard and producing all of this music, and then when you look, I can't walk, you know, I can't stand up, because then, like I tell you, at the back of the artist, you know, you need the energy, you need to show the artist you're in it, you know, so it's a healthy lifestyle is the best lifestyle, trust me.
And I mean, I see
long
you
life
inspiring
too, you know?
like a lot of people with your fitness. Is it something that you'd like to
Well, to be honest, it wasn't something I was looking at, but it's something I didn't regret doing because anybody I could save is great, you know? That, and I realized a lot of folks been coming to me, and I was actually thinking on making this another business because remember I tell you, I ain't gonna say the music came to me as a fluke, but when I understood what I could do with the music, I, turned it into a business. So you never know because people need proof. And I understand that, people don't want to waste their time. So the fact that they see me lose weight, and this is one of the most asked questions on YouTube, how to lose weight. People view me like a god. I'm not a god, I just know how to get the job done. So I don't mind, actually teaching folks because every Wednesday and Friday I have a group of folks we'll be working out together for SB and whatnot. So if I could actually make that vegan thing, where I could probably have my own gym, and that would be great, because knowledge is power. Trust me.
Me and Star are going to pull up.
No problem. And I'm going to walk out, I'm going to cry, Oh, your Lord, best believe I'm going to cry. I have this fella named Omer who got me instead of this. Big up to you one time, Omer. Yeah, I cry a lot when I work with the lunges and things, but look, look at me now, And trust me, soon I'm going to be dunking. Yeah. Bad, and LeBron ain't have nothing on me.
Bro, it was my intense pleasure to have this
Thanks a lot, thanks a lot, thanks a lot.
And where can the people then find you?
Well, you can find me on almost all social platforms, on Instagram at DimitriBTS, Twitter, but nobody don't really mess with Twitter like that. Facebook, WhatsApp. I'm thinking on creating a site, but until it really, until I really satisfied with what I see on the site, you guys ain't gonna get no kind of info, no kind of link for that site. But so far you could check me out on SoundCloud, Facebook. Most of the time I'll be sharing a lot of memes, talking a lot of, I ain't gonna say that on top of camera, yeah, man, link up for sure.
Yeah, folks, follow Dimitri, and if you like the episode, like, share it, subscribe, the whole deal.
And if you want me to give you the key to losing all of this weight, just let your boy know we got part 2. We're gonna be working out this time. And I'll keep dropping all the gems and whatnot, yada, 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 and yada. Yeah.
Word up, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, bro.
Hey, that was nice. Yeah, man. That was great. That was amazing stuff. They're gonna love it.
Yeah, man.